What's up, guys? Welcome back. I can't speak. What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm back. I told you all that I was going to be more consistent, and this is exactly that. I'm going to try my best to post 2 times a week. Just because I feel like I want to start pushing out a little bit more content and really get myself out there for you guys, and for you guys to get to know me, and for you guys just feel like you have community here with me. So yeah, stay tuned. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy the next one that's to come, and the next one. Maybe you want to watch the other 5 before this. but anyway, let's get into this video because I do have like 32 minutes. It is 1:27. I'm on lunch, so I'm gonna get as much as I can done right now. So what are we doing right now, you may be asking? I'm going to be asking myself, oh my god, transphobic questions. I also do want to preface this, I am a very simple person, so there may not be like these extravagant little transitions here and there, no pun intended. No, I'm playing. But there's not going to be like this high quality, I mean the camera is high quality, but I mean in the sense that, so some videos will be very mellow like these where I sit down and just talk to the camera. Other videos I do want to start making, like going out and like recording for you all. I want to show you all my car. I want to show you all like different things and just bring you guys into my life. But as of now, I think I'm starting off slow because I'm getting the gist of this all over again since I kind of let go of my last channel, the car channel. So yeah, you guys get a mixture of mellowness with chaoticness, but we'll definitely start with the mellowness. So, and then I'll ease you guys into the chaotic stuff. So, I'm going to be asking myself transphobic questions. I searched up on Google list of transphobic questions, and I found, this is more so like how would I describe this? Like an article-ish excerpt, but here is the website where I got it from. Okay, so let's start off with a very, 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 very real question that I have gotten before in real life. What were you born as? So, I was obviously born as a girl. I was born biologically a female, and that's, I mean, there's no running away from that. I used to want to run away from it, and I used to like want to hide it and be very stealth and, you know, not really talk about it that much and not really, you know, let people know. So yeah, I was born a girl, and I have no issue with that. I'm very happy with the fact that I was born a girl. I feel like it kind of, seeing the world in 2 different lenses really made me who I am today, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Although sometimes it does get tough and I feel very like dysphoric and stuff, I don't think I'd want to change it, and I'm very thankful for the way I was born. I feel like I was meant to be trans. I wasn't meant to be, you know, born biologically a male, although my dysphoric self may say otherwise at times. You know, when I get dysphoria and whatnot, I am obviously like, oh, I wish I was born a boy, I wish I was born a boy. But I come to a realization soon after like saying that to myself, that I wish I was born a certain way, that no, I really do love myself and I appreciate myself for the way I was brought up as a girl, and I think it made me as kind and considerate and respectful as I am. I'm not saying that cis men are any less respectful and kind, because I've met a ton of men who are very, very kind and respectful. I just mean in my own eyes and in my perspective, being born a girl made me see the world a different way, and it made me appreciate women also a different way. So yeah, I hope that made sense. But I don't want to just give you guys like simple answers and just be like, yes, I was born a girl. I want to give you guys in-depth answers, so this is a lot more entertaining. So I hope it is entertaining, I think. What's my real name? So my real name is Delai, and it's still Delai. It'll always be Delai. I didn't really fit, like no other name to me felt as good as Delai did. And for me, Delai seemed very gender neutral, so I decided to keep it. I really like it. It felt like me. So it was the part of me that wanted to stay. And so it just makes me feel very connected to my past self, which back then, like I said, I wanted to run away from. I didn't want anything to do with who I was in the beginning, but I think just carrying that name with me and carrying a part of myself with me, it makes it that much more special. This journey has been a lot more special because I've been carrying along a version of me that was still a huge part of my life and is now still part of my life, obviously because I kept my name. So yeah, I kept my name. And has also made everything else like so much more easier in terms of like changing my ID, passport, and all that stuff, because I didn't have to change everything. I just had to change the markers and stuff. So yeah. Did you get the surgery? So yes, I to answer the question, yes, well, it depends on what someone would interpret as the surgery. So for me, the surgery It's top surgery. So I got top surgery. So that's what I would consider the surgery because that's the only one that I would know of for myself. So I did get top surgery. I got keyhole about 2 years ago almost on October 21st, 2024. And I couldn't be happier, guys. I was eligible for keyhole and I was skeptical and I was kind of like hesitant because I knew that people that get keyhole kind of get some hate for it because I guess they say that we just want to like fit in so bad with like regular guys, I guess. I don't know how you would put it really, but I got keyhole and I would have opted for double incision if I needed double incision. I don't know. I like if I were to have gotten double incision, I would have been fine with that. Like it's not like, oh, I need keyhole because I don't like scars. I don't like I don't want to be outed by my own scars. I don't care. I'm very proud of who I am. Whether it would have been keyhole or another one, I would have been happy with either or. I don't think trans guys are any less or more than for getting a certain surgery. I think transness is just, I don't know. I don't know why. I feel like I've noticed that the more masculine you are, kind of you get a little bit more hate for being masculine, and I say that because I've gotten DMs, I've gotten stuff like that where it's just like, oh, you just want to be a pick me so bad, you just want to pass so bad, you just want to like mix in and fit in with the guys, and I'm just like, well, I mean, a part of me transitioning was to be me and feel like myself, and this is me. It wasn't to fit in with everybody else. In the beginning, yeah, I wanted to fit in with everybody else, so my style was completely different from how I dress now. I just feel like I jumped into a whole nother topic other than the actual question itself. But it kind of all goes back to the same thing, the surgeries and all that stuff. So, yeah, I transitioned for myself. I didn't transition to fit in. I'm not doing keyhole to fit in with everybody else. Like I said, I would have been happy with double incision. I would have been happy with the fish mouth surgery. I would have been happy with any surgery. I would have, like, anything would have made me happy just to have a flat chest. But I got keyhole, and so I went with it, and it turned out really good. So yeah, I did get that surgery, but the other surgery, bottom surgery, or even like hysterectomy and all that, I do not plan on getting that stuff done. I don't plan on getting either one of those done as of now. It's not in my mind. It's not on my mind. It's not really something I want, but to each their own. I just spit. To each their own. Everybody's very different. It's just, for me, I don't have that much dysphoria down there. It's just, I don't know. I'm not really that dysphoric in that area, so I feel fine. Who's to say things aren't going to change? But as of right now, I am fine with not getting those surgeries. I am fine with my top surgery. That made me very happy. And so, yeah. This question is definitely one that's I find very offensive and transphobic. Are you going to do the full, complete, whole transition? Like, what do you mean? You guys do realize some people cannot medically transition, whether that be because they can't go on hormones because X, Y, and Z. They can't do surgeries X, Y, and Z. They can't cut their hair because of X, Y, and Z, or because they simply do not want to. You know, so there's two ways. So there's two things. It's either they can't medically, or two, they just don't want to, and that is okay. That doesn't make you any less trans. So I don't understand why people shit so much on people who don't want to medically do it, because there are different factors that go into this. It's not just a simple, let's go through with it. So yeah, I mean, I don't understand why somebody would ask another person if they're gonna do the whole complete transition. Everybody's transition looks different. Point blank period. It looks different. So there's no such thing as a whole complete, there's no such thing as a whole complete transition. Be you, do you, make your decisions, make yourself happy, and don't give a damn about what anybody else thinks, what they say, their input, making you feel less than, more. Like, no. You're fine the way you are. You make your decisions at your pace. If you happen to want to make the decision to later on medically transition because you have the ability to, then go for it. If not, you don't need to change for anybody. So be it. So yeah, very sensitive to ask that question. When did you choose / decide to be transgender? I didn't choose, and I didn't decide either, but I got blessed, so I'm transgender. But I've gotten this question before, and it's low-key really annoying. And there's two types of way you can ask this. It's like, when did you realize you were trans? You know, how was that, journey like? You can ask, when did you realize you were trans? How was that journey like? If you're really curious and you want to know about someone's journey and actually be informed and almost get to know that person a little bit more, that's one way you can ask it. But to ask someone when did they choose to or when did they decide to be trans, it's kind of rude. You don't just I mean, people don't choose to be trans. I didn't choose to be trans. I didn't decide one day, I didn't wake up and I was like, oh, I want to be trans today, so let me transition for the rest of my life. No, it wasn't a choice either. And I kind of like have told myself before, like, even if it was a choice, I think I would still choose to be this way because I've loved this life of mine. So if in the next lifetime I'm able to choose, yes, I would choose to be transgender, 100%. That's just me. But I guess to correct this question is, when did I realize I was trans? I was 13 years old when I realized I was trans. I said this in my last video. I had realized that trans people were a thing, that trans people existed. And I became more educated on transness, queerness, and I just found myself resonating with trans men. And from there, I just socially transitioned and then medically, and here I am now. So, yeah. I hope this video isn't all over the place, guys. I'm trying to, like I said, not just answer the questions surface level and just be like, yes, I'm trans, or yes, I had surgery. I really want to talk about these things and get into depth about a lot of stuff. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm still trying. I'm figuring this out as we go. So don't be too hard, please. Thank you very much. Good evening. Oh my God, this right here. This one right here. In quotation marks, it says, but you were such a pretty girl / handsome man. Why are you destroying your man / womanhood, or you're ruining your body? Yes, that is so insensitive to say, so annoying. I don't care. Call me sensitive. Call me whatever you want to call me. But it is very insensitive to ask questions like that. You don't just tell someone that they were, oh, pretty and you're ruining yourself, or you were handsome and now you're ruining yourself. We're not ruining ourselves. I don't feel like I ruined myself. And I was a very, very pretty girl. I love that I was pretty. Yeah, great, fantastic, amazing. But I also feel really good in my skin right now. So even if someone deems me ugly as hell now because I transitioned, I don't care. I think I'm good looking. And that's all that matters. If in my eyes I think I'm good looking, I'm chilling. I don't need to worry about what anybody else thinks. But yeah, it's super insensitive to say those things. Super insensitive to ask, super insensitive to just say stuff like that. You don't tell someone that they're ruining themselves when quite literally they're probably becoming the best version of themselves that they possibly ever could, and they're becoming very comfortable with themselves. So that's really some weird stuff to say. This right here. God doesn't love you or you're going to hell. Please, half of you people who say that are going to hell yourselves. Like, it doesn't make sense why people spend their time hating other people so bad when they swear that, oh, God this, God that, love thy neighbor. You guys wouldn't love me at all if you hate trans people. Like, God probably doesn't love you for being so hateful and ugly. God loves me because I'm being myself. I talk to him, I listen to him, I help others, I talk to others, I care for others, I don't discriminate others, I don't disrespect others, I respect everybody. So maybe you'll be the one looking up at me when I'm in heaven and you're down there. But okay, that was really mean. But no, just some people are so dumb when they say that. Like, to some people, it'll get to them. It used to get to me when people would say stuff like that, but like now I think I've reached a point where I'm just like, okay, who are you to determine if I'm gonna end up or down? It's just dumb. It's dumb. I've felt the love by God. God has helped me through a lot of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I was born, raised a Catholic, so I've always talked to God, listened to him. I've always talked to God. I've always felt really close to him. So me being trans and my identity has not pushed me away from him at all. So I would assume I'm going to heaven. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. If not, we'll both be down there. I don't know. Oh my God, this right here. You're just going through a phase / confused. Or, well, it's just to be trendy. No. A lot of the times that's when I got growing up. That I was just confused. That I would figure it out. That I was just a tomboy. That I just liked manly stuff. But I wasn't really a boy. This and that. How did that go? I'm trans. Like, I can't change that. I tried to. I very, very, very much tried to. I tried to wear crop tops. I tried to wear the flower crowns. I tried to be in a relationship with other guys. I tried to just push myself to be a girl and to feel like a girl, but it made me miserable. It genuinely did. That's what really drove me to my depression and anxiety. It was so horrible because I was trying to be somebody I was not. The second I let myself be who I was, as in me right now, being a trans person, chilling, happy, at peace. I have never been happier in my life. So it wasn't just a phase. I wasn't confused, and it was never just because people think it's a trend. I'm transitioning. Why would I just do something for a trend? That doesn't even make sense. I was never going through a phase. Maybe I went through different phases in my life, but I was never convinced that this was a phase and it would go away. I always knew it would stay. So yeah, this right here. I think this is gonna be one of the last ones, guys, before I wrap it up. It has been, how long has it been that I've been recording? Have I even been recording? Hold up. Oh my God. Wait. I almost died. Okay, that was scary. So what was I saying? But this one says you're too masculine / feminine, or you're too tall / short, or your voice is very high / too low. Yeah, I've been told all that. I mean, as a trans person, you just go through so much. It's like insane. But you sadly enough, you learn to just have very tough skin. You just learn to not give a damn about anything that anyone has to say, any opinions that people may have, death threats, any of that. You start to just not care, and you start to live for yourself. And I promise you, when you get to that point, you'll be good. You'll be at peace with yourself, and none of the things that people say will matter to you. So yeah, I've been told in the past when I first started transitioning that I was too feminine, but I was just like, well, what do you expect? I was born a woman. I was born a girl. I was brought up as a girl. I went into womanhood. Obviously, my mannerisms, the way I act, the way I talk, the way I move, the way I dress may be more feminine. I cannot control that. And even if I could, I wouldn't. And I say that because I tried to control it for a while. And I tried to be this very, masculine, dress a certain way, be a certain way. And it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel comfortable. It felt like I was transitioning and then trying to fit in to those norms that some toxic guy friends of mine were trying to, like, convince me to do. And, it just didn't work out. I didn't feel like that was me. And at that point, yeah, I was masculine presenting, and yeah, everybody was like, oh, well, you're so cool. But it just didn't feel like me. So yeah, I just went back to being myself, being this more like, dyeing my hair, painting my nails. I did paint my nails for a while at some point. Once I went to USC, because during community college was the 2 years that I was trying to fit in. So I was this whole complete different version of myself. Then when I went to USC, I was a completely different person. Completely. Because I decided to start loving myself and being myself and catering to my style, catering to my lifestyle, catering to how I like to dress, catering to my feminine side. And it's so fine for me to be okay with my feminine side. I thought it was bad. I thought it was bad to want to paint my nails. I thought it was bad to want to dye my hair. I thought it was bad to want to dye it pink. I thought it was bad to just want to do, I guess, stereotypical, more feminine things. But like I said, it got to a point where I was like, oh my God, okay, am I going to keep living for everybody else and just be miserable, or live for myself and be happier with the way that I am? And that's exactly what I did. Like I said, once I transferred out, I was like, okay, I need to be myself. I need to show myself that it is okay, and maybe be an example for other trans guys that needed it just like me. To feel like it's okay, to feel like I don't have to be super masculine or super feminine. Like, I could just be how I want to be, and that's exactly how I am. Some days I'm super masculine. I wear very masculine clothing. Other days I want to be more, I don't know, tight-fitting clothes. And even then, it's like, why do we have to label everything so much? If somebody dresses a certain way, then let them be. You don't have to be like, oh, you dressed more this time, or you dressed more this last time. Yeah, I'm myself. I don't label things for myself. Yeah, in the stores, inevitably, it's going to be section boys, women, men's, whatever. And I have no issue with that. That's not my, that's not my argument here. My argument is just, like, in general, like, when people grow up and they decide to be who they want to be and they dress how they'd like, young adults, like, it's just like, okay, why are we labeling them? So yeah, apart from, like, the whole, like, oh my God, I keep punching over. Apart from the whole dressing and being feminine, the whole tall and short debate stuff, people would, oh my God, you're so short, this is that. I'm like 5'6" on a very good day, okay? 5'5" without shoes, but 5'6" on a very amazing, fantastic day. And it was something I used to be so insecure about. I would wear the height increase insoles. They hurt like a beep. They hurt so bad, guys. Like, really bad. They would hurt my ankles. They would hurt my entire foot. I literally have scars from where I would because I would wear them with Converse. You can only really wear them with high top shoes because of how many layers I would add. These right here. And I have no shame in saying that. Like, I do not care. I used to care. I used to want to hide the fact that I was wearing height increasing insoles. I took those off completely and I stopped wearing them because I wore them out of insecurity, out of people telling me that I was too short, I was too this, nobody would love me because I'm so tiny. Mind you, my wife is 5'8", so I found somebody that loved me. So yeah, I used to wear height increasing insoles and they hurt. They hurt. Can I see the scars? Let me see. I'm gonna show you guys my toes. That's crazy. Can you guys? Okay, you guys probably can't see. Yeah. The crease right here, like this part, that there are 2 dark spots on both feet because of how much I would tighten my Converse. I would tighten the Converse because obviously I had no stability. It was like wearing high heels in Converse. It was so uncomfortable. And so, I mean, it got me to 5'8". I was really tall, but I was miserable. It hurt so bad. I couldn't really walk for long hours. It would hurt so bad to walk literally from like the bathroom to the room. It just wasn't it. And so I stopped wearing that. Also at USC, I stopped wearing them. Now I just wear like regular insoles because my feet are very flat. But yeah, once I got to USC, just full throttle went for being myself, and I didn't give a damn anymore. So yeah, I stopped wearing those height increasing things, and my feet felt way better. And not only that, I grew a lot of confidence within myself to be who I am and be happy with who I am. Like I said, for a very long time, I wanted to fit in. But now I'm just like, I don't care. And I don't care if my voice is higher. I don't care if I have a trans voice like people have told me before. I don't care. I've reached that level of I don't give a beepness. Like, I don't give a damn, guys. I don't. And I hope that everybody who is trans, who is lesbian, gay, bisexual, everything under the sun in the community feels like themselves one day. I hope that one day everybody just feels a sense of peace in knowing that they could be themselves, because it feels really good, guys. It's very freeing. I won't lie. It took a long time for me to get here, but it's worth it in the end. It's worth it to stick around. It's worth it to just stand up for who you are. It's worth it to not fit in, guys. It really is. So yeah, guys, I just hope that everybody just learns to respect each other. You can only hope for that. You can only wish for that. Obviously it's not the case. You know, it's not everybody's gonna love or respect or understand you, and so you kind of have to just learn to ignore them at the end of the day. And it's easier said than done. I will say that, but it's just, yeah, we can only hope for love everywhere, and I guess it starts with us. We can only do so much. You know, we could be as loving, as respectful, and as kind as we'd like to be, but sometimes people won't meet us with that, just for who we are, and that sucks. But at least within our own community, let's be respectful always. Let's be loving. Let's be caring. Let's understand one another. Let's just be there for each other. So yeah, and for our allies, thank you very much, guys. We love y'all. So this is gonna conclude the video today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, like I said, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to do the best that I can, and I'm trying to figure out learning how to do lifestyle content because I did do car content for a very long time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one, and I think my motto goes, stay you, be you, stay happy, be happy, stay happy, be you, stay you. Yeah, I think it was like, yeah, it goes like that. It should go like that. So be you, stay you, be happy, and stay happy. Did I just say it backwards? I think I just said it backwards. No, be you, stay you, be happy, stay happy. Okay, let's keep it like that. Be you, stay you, be happy, stay happy. Because it ends with happiness. So let's do this again. Dude, that's the 3rd time this damn trash can open. That's kind of crazy. So I will catch you guys all in the next video. Thanks so much for tuning in. And like I said, it's be you, be happy, and stay happy. Stay happy. I promise you, it's worth it. She says, be happy, be you, and stay you. I just said it backwards. But anyway, those were her words, not mine. See you all in the next video. Peace.